We all have to start from somewhere, and my name is Naya Harmon, and I'm 48 years old, and I was born in Berkeley, California. And my mom, her name is Dolores Harmon, and she was born May 2nd, 1943, and she raised me a single parent, and I'm her only child. My mom is a very outgoing person, and she's very loving, giving, and she's an emotional person, very overprotective, very judgmental, and but overall, I think she's one in a million moms. Age 4, she sent me to Ohio, where my father's side of the family lived, in Toledo, Ohio, near Detroit, Michigan, so I could have a relationship with my father's side, my grandparents, my uncles and aunts, my first cousins, and my half brothers and sisters, siblings. So I started that at 4 on to 17, and I felt very comfortable with my female first cousins, and that's who I hung with. I felt like I belonged there. I always wanted to be living there. I wish I was raised there because I felt a part of. I didn't feel like I didn't belong. Yeah.
How was your relationship with your father?
Well, my father always knew that I was feminine, and he didn't like that. And of course, at some point he abused me, and I have a lot of resentments to him and some kind of hatred and stuff. But I love my father, and everybody makes mistakes. He was younger, I was younger, and I have a relationship with him today, and that's all that matters.
And you had a cousin, Michelle?
My cousin Michelle, which I had never met, but I was told that she was in the Olympics, and she was a bronze medalist for judo, and that was a very big accomplishment for our family, even though I had never met her. So my mother made sure that I knew that I had a cousin that was successful and somebody to look up to.
And you had an uncle, Gary?
Uncle Gary. My Uncle Gary was a bisexual man at first, and then he became full homosexual man. And by me coming out in drag and things of that nature, or gay at first, then then drag, and I was in my addiction at that time. But my uncle was always supportive of me. But my uncle had his problem with addiction as well. But he turned his life around, and he was like an activist for the LGBT community, and he was an AIDS activist. So of course, back then I really couldn't see it for what it was, because my judgment was clouded because of my addiction. But today I can understand his worth, and that the contributions he gave to the community. I still remember that today, and I'll forever remember that for the rest of my days, that I had somebody that was in the life but did something for the community.
He didn't get to see you.
No, he didn't get to see me and blossom in my womanhood and become the woman I am today. Clean from crack cocaine, 18 years and going, and finna get me a culinary degree and get my surgery and be a complete woman, the woman I've always been since I was a child.